Hey guys, what are we doing this week? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to talk about the 5 guns that we use out on the homestead. As you can see, we're not out at the cabin right now. My son flew in for Christmas, so Christmas is already passed. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I have to go back to work, so this is going to come out in January sometime. Well, alright, here's my 5 guns for homesteading.
Okay.
Poor kid.
What does that clock symbolize?
21 hours and 27 minutes of travel, starting in the moment I stepped foot on a bus.
It's no good.
No good.
Number 1, the 22. 22 is a great little rifle. You can hunt small game with this thing. You can hunt small birds with this thing. So this rounds out our number 1 choice of weapons for the homestead. Number 2, the AR-15. The AR-15 is a great defense weapon. I know a lot of people like the AKs, but with my 20 years in the Army, I went with the AR. For one, I like the 5.56 round. There's plenty of, if there was ever a crisis, the police use the AR, the military uses the AR, so there's plenty of 5.56 rounds out there for the ready to be had. You can hunt with this. You can defend yourself with this. If you had to pick one weapon out of the 5 I'm showing you today, this would be the one. Number 3, 12 gauge shotgun. 12 gauge shotgun is a great all-around weapon. You can hunt game with this, like deer with slug. You can hunt waterfowl. You can hunt small rodents. Not that you want them, but if they're getting into your stuff, this is an all-around weapon for you to get. It's also great for self-defense in your home. You can't go wrong with having this bad dog, and the most intimidating sound in the world is when somebody racks that. So 12 gauge shotgun, great. I wouldn't start off with the 12 gauge shotgun. For shooting, the 22, the number 1, that's what you should start off in. 12 gauge has got a big kick to it, so if you want a smaller shotgun, you know, like a 20 gauge just to get started on hunting bird, that'll work fine too, but 12 gauge is an all-around awesome gun. Number 4, 30-06. You can go with the 308, that's fine. But 30-06, you can hunt anything from deer to elk to moose. This is a great hunting rifle. Just get a good multiplying scope on it, and you can reach out and touch things from 500 meters to 1,000 meters if you're good. So, like I said, for the homestead, this is a great hunting rifle. Number 5. So those are the rifles. For pistols, for my concealed carry, I go with a 9mm. This is my in-town carry. I don't ever look for trouble. This is Alaska. When I go to town, it's not a big deal. This ain't like a big city. So, but I still like to be prepared. So I carry a little 9mm with me, and it'll take care of anything that comes up. My second pistol would be the the 454, the Alaska Red Hawk. Alright, so this thing is a beast. It's got the 2.5-inch barrel, so it's compact, but it'll definitely get the job done. So we use this in what we call the bush. So we got brown bears here. Difference between a brown bear and a grizzly bear is brown bears are, I don't know the exact miles, but they're like 50 miles by the shore. Anything 50 miles inland is a grizzly bear. So brown bears get bigger because they feed off of fish in the spawning season. The 454, it'll take down a brown bear. This thing also shoots the 45 long Colt, so it doesn't have quite the kick. The long Colt doesn't, but the 454, it's a wrist breaker. But this is light, it's compact, and if we ever needed to use it, luckily we haven't, then it's here. Bears are pretty much afraid of you as much as you are of them, but when you come across a sow and her cubs, you just never know what's going to happen, so it's better to be prepared. We always carry bear mace with us, and that's our primary. Our secondary would be the pistol. So these are my two pistols that I carry around, one in town, one out at the cabin. Alright, this is for size comparison. So we start off on the far left, that's 22. Then we go to the 5.56, then it's 30-06, that's a 12 gauge slug. Then on the right hand side are my pistol rounds, that's a 9mm. I'll start on the left. Then that 454 can also shoot 45 long Colt, so that's a 45 round, and then the far right is a 454 round. Couple good rules to live by. 1. Backdrop. Always know what's behind your target. Make sure your weapon's cleared. Always handle a gun as if it is loaded. Protect yourself. Always wear eye and ear protection. Clean up your brass. Nothing worse than going around and finding brass all over the place where people go out in the national forest and shoot. So be polite. Pick up your brass. If you're new to guns, take a gun safety class. And if you want to go hunting, take a hunter safety class.